It's the weekend, I'm in my shed. Life doesn't get much better than this. Hello sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. Today's Saturday and the hedges need cutting. But I've got a decision to make. I was thinking about the video I did the other day when I was talking about my welder and I need to get it out from down there in the bar kitchen. I've got to get a load of stuff out of there first. I want to get it out, strip it down maybe, have a look what parts it needs, all that sort of thing. Or do I cut the hedges? As most people, I'm sure you're the same, weekends are precious. We work all week, so we need to make the most of our weekends. So what do? What to do? Forgot I had that. Ooh. Things I forgot I had. Get into it. Oh. Out you come. Spiders. Yes. Well, that's one part. The last time I welded was probably 20 something years ago, so this should be fun. I was useless then. At least it's going to free some space up to store more stuff. It's muggy weather. Yeah, that chop saw's a bit. Wheel brace. I might need that. Oh, by the way, do you like these doors I made in my bar kitchen? I've done a video on them actually when I made them from scratch. Really cheap, worth checking out. Have a look on my channel. And also there's a tour of this bar kitchen and my man cave shed. Well, there it is. Yeah, it's missing one side. Is it on that trolley? Oh, I think it's on the trolley. Right, let's get it out. So as you can probably gather, this is not a how-to video. It's just me at the weekend and what I get up to in my shed. Right, here it is. It's a Clarke MIG Welder 151TE Turbo. Got the trolley with it as well. We'll come on to that in a moment. Let me just get the side cover off and all the bits that are on it. CO2 welding gas with the regulator. It looks like it's already on there. Side panel. Some sort of locking screw. Right, let's look what we've got. It's a bit dirty, a bit dusty. It looks like pretty much everything is here, I think. Bought it off a mate of mine. Didn't know if it, I don't know if he said it worked or not. Does need a plug. I had a quick look on the manual on this and it actually says hardwired. But I've seen everyone putting 13 amp plugs on these and it looks like it did have a 13 amp plug at one stage. Right, let me bring you closer in to have a look. Before I do anything, I thought I'd print off the manual. Went on Machine Mart's website. MIG 110E, MIG 135TE, and the MIG 151TE, which is this one, 130EN and 160EN. I've just covered up that because it had my mate's name stamped into it. It needs a clean up, like I say. It's covered in dust. It was sat in there for about 2 years. Bought it off him because it was a bargain too good to miss. And I've just left it there until I had time to look at it. There's the power supply. I think what I do first is just test the earthing on this welder. And hold the earth on one probe, and then the other probe onto the chassis of the welder, and it should beep. All good. Next, I'm just going to test the blue. Shouldn't be any beeps. Then next, the brown. All good. Stick a plug on it. As you can probably guess, I'm not an electrician, and I will change this plug. It's just for testing. Right, let's have a closer look at it, and I'll tell you the specs. According to their manual, power supply 230 volts, fuse rating 15 amps, current range 30 to 150 amps, maximum metal thickness 5 to 6 mil, welding sizes 0.6 mil to 0.8 mil, dimensions are 500 by 280 by 420 millimeters, weight is 24 kilos, and part number is 6015151. And here's what came with it: a selection of gas pipes, the side cover with a broken catch, bolt, but I don't know what it does, a knob for adjusting the wire speed, the on-off switch, knob and a switch to adjust the current depending on the thickness of metal. As seen here, but we'll come on to that later. Outlet for the torch cable, inlet for the mains cable, outlet for the earth clamp. There's the torch, there's the earth clamp, some important warnings. And it looks like they've used a cable tie for the gas canister. We need to change that. There's the handle, there's my dog. CO2 gas canister. It looks like there's some gas in there as well. There's the regulator on the end, already screwed on. Here's the gas pipe that comes out of the back welder. Here's the wire spool, and it looks a little bit rusty actually. Is that going to be a problem? Here's the wire feeder, and it looks in good condition, which is good news. Here's the trolley, or the stand. Got little hooks on the side for the torch and the earth clamp. Here's a chain at the back for the full-size gas bottle. Big wheels at the back, small casters at the front. Oh, and there's my box for my Parkside lathe, wood lathe. Another video to come on that soon. And I also bought some cable ties from Parkside. And a dovetail saw. Oh, and if you look in the distance, I picked up this electric fire for free at the side of the road. That's going to go in the shed, and another video to come on that. And the hedge trimmers, I won't be needing them today. Right, but where I put that plug on there, 13 amp, which I think most people do anyway, but I'll probably blow a few fuses at worst, but I'm not going to go up to the high ampage. I'm not welding thick metal. If I want to later down the line, I can put a 16 amp plug on there, one of those blue round ones, I suppose, and then put it into a consumer unit with a proper trip switch. But for now, let's try it with that plug, and I'll probably change that to a rubber 13 amp plug. So let's plug it in and see what happens. Well, the fan's on, that's a good start. So next, I'm going to check if the wire feed's okay, check if there's gas in the bottle, make sure there's a spark, find my safety gear, give it a clean and give it a go. So first, let's see if we've got some gas. Jobs are good. Right, see if it fits into the regulator, and it does. That's in there. Right, see if the torch works. Pull the trigger. Looking good. Just the speed. Put it up to 5. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit rusty, not massively. Yeah, end of my finger. I looked online and people do say that it can affect your weld because there's hydrogen and oxygen in there, and also it might rough up the inside of here, the mechanism. Very light rust. It's not, I mean, it's not like sandpaper, which people are inferring. If it's like sandpaper, it's going to be a problem. We're just trying it. I can always buy some more. Can I see what it is? I've got my glasses on. 0.6 mil. An old clamp. Yes, I know it's on wood. This is just to test it. Snip that off. It's better. It's on minimum and it's on 1. Look away. Yeah, that works. Ooh. As I say, I've probably got to fix this door because this clip's broke in there. And then one of the pins is broken off the top. Not a big deal. I'll do that later. First, I'm going to give it a clean. Found my old gloves. Found my old welding mask. Not the best, but it will do. And I need to get a welding jacket. Change my shorts though. We'll get a better mask than this. It's cheap and cheerful. And as I always say in all my videos, this isn't a how-to. Do your own research first, do your own checks. This is just me in my shed at the end of the garden. So I use these antibacterial surface wipes and they work a treat. Funnily enough, I was watching Scoutcrafter channel the other week and he was using a wipe. I don't know if it was the same as this, but these come out brilliant for taking oil off, debris, muck, all sorts. So on to cleaning the trolley, and then as I was cleaning it, I found another nozzle for the torch. Finished cleaning it all down. Dirty. And it even took these sticker marks off really well. And there it is, almost finished. I've just got to put the side panel back on. We're putting the side panel back on. It will stay in there like that for the time being. I might make something out of magnets to fix it in place. Put the gas canister in using the cable tie clip that was already on there. I'll make a better one than that. And there it is, all ready to go on the trolley. I think we're about ready to do a bit of welding. Right, first thing I did is grab some steel from the back of the shed, and I needed to sand this one piece of box section down, get all the rust off, and I also sanded down an L bracket. So I'm going to attempt to attach it to this box section. The main point of this video really is just to make sure that MIG welder's working. I need to hone my skills. As I say, I've not done it for 20 plus years and I was hopeless before as well. But with my welder now, I can practice and practice and practice, and we all know practice makes perfect. I know there's going to be a lot of welders out there screaming at the screen. Bring your comments on, have a good laugh at my expense. I'm not doing it here, but I know the torch should be around 15 degrees off vertical. and around 12 mil away from the work. I think it's something like that. And also, of course, I'm indoors with lots of wood around. Normally I'll be doing it outdoors. I've got the settings correct on the welder. If you go back on the video, you'll see that chart. In fact, I'll put it up on the screen now. It shows what settings to put it on depending on what thickness of steel you've got, and this is around 2 mil steel. So I keep playing around, adjust the settings a little bit, just playing around with it. And I'm quite aware of my surroundings. I'm in the worst coat possible to be doing this. I have got my gauntlet gloves on, I've got my mask on. That mask, by the way, is hopeless. I need to get a new one. It's no excuse, but I need to get a new one. I can't see what I'm doing. At one point, I'm welding in completely the wrong place. I put the L bracket on there, and I'm welding at the top of the L bracket instead of at the base. So yeah, I've got to get my angle right. I've got to get the positioning right. I've got to get the hold of the torch right. Again, it's just practice. I'm just playing around here at the moment, just getting into it. And I think there's a lot of people that won't show these sort of videos with them starting. I think it's the best way to show everybody else that when you start, it's never going to be right. That's probably my best weld so far. Right, so I got my magnets out, so I thought I'll put my L bracket on, try and weld that to the box section. And this bit isn't too bad, actually. And to be honest, some of the jobs I want to do don't need to be absolutely spot on anyway. That bit isn't that bad by my expectations. So I started the other side because I wanted to push it, because I know from the past that if you push it, it welds a lot better. You puddle it, and then you can swirl the torch around as well to make a swirl, or like a zigzag, or whatever else, whatever terminology you want to call it. So yeah, I did it along the top, but I did it at the bottom afterwards, and then I was getting it really close, so it got stuck to the end of the tip. But that's on there, it's solid. That's my first go. More to come. And I don't mind showing you. Comments. So that was day one of welding after 20 plus years, and I wasn't very good then. I'm going to bring out part 2, of course, then part 3, part 4, part whatever. But I thought you'd take you along with my welding journey. As all of us, we've got to start somewhere, and I like to go in at the deep end. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Cheers. See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.